Special thanks to Patreon supporter ZPro Warfare for making this tutorial possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's ZPro here bringing you another Minecraft Modern Warfare vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the M978A4 HEMTT tanker. The HEMTT is a 8-wheeled drive, diesel-powered 10 short-ton tactical truck used by the U.S. military and others in evolving configurations. It has been continuous production since 1982, and the M977 HEMTT entered service with the U.S. Army as a replacement for the M520 Goer. By mid-2009, around 35,000 HEMTTs in various configurations have been produced by Oshkosh Defense for new build contracts, and around 13,000 of these have been remanufactured. Current variants have the A4 suffix. The vehicle you can see in front of us is the tanker version of the truck, which basically is a variant of the HEMTT truck, which gives a huge 2,500 gallon fuel tank added onto the back of the truck, which gives it refueling capabilities for jet aircraft or tanks or heavy vehicles, whatever. Basically, it's just a really heavy-duty truck able to transport quite a bit of weight, and is also fairly protected and all that stuff. So overall, really cool truck, really interesting. We haven't really messed with Oshkosh HEMTTs too much, and there's a lot of really cool variants for it, especially for a cargo kind of standpoint and logistical aspects. So really cool vehicle overall, and I think this one definitely came out really cool, and it's got some nice detail on it, and just will be a cool build to add to any convoys or anything like that you guys got going on. Anyways, going ahead and continuing on, I want to go ahead and give a special thanks to this video's patron, and that Patreon supporter is ZPro Warfare. So thank you so much for your continued support with the channel and on Patreon and all that stuff. If you guys are interested, you can feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is down in the description, where you can go and pledge a small amount to the channel every month and earn a vehicle request of your choosing. It's completely optional, obviously, but it does help me out and all that stuff. And if you depending on your tier, you do get a vehicle request of your choosing every month. So definitely feel free to check that out. Again, link is always in the description. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the vehicle itself and see what we're going to be building, and then obviously we'll move into the tutorial. So to go ahead and get started with, obviously we have the front up here, so all the hazard lights, headlights, all that stuff, side mirrors, all the detail in here for the suspension and all that kind of stuff. As we go on the side here, we have some vents, some different little bits and pieces to it. I think fuel pumps. I'm not exactly sure what every little device on the side of the truck is used for, but trying to give the detail and impressions that they're all there and all that stuff. We also have the spare tire mounted on top here, and some variants of the truck itself have this light bar kind of on the top there, so I went ahead and included it. I thought it was a cool little addition, and obviously something you can pick and choose to add if you don't want it. You don't have to have it, but I think it's a cool little thing there, just to add a little bit more to the top there. Moving on the side here, we have the tank itself for the truck. So this is the big fuel drum right here for it. Some various little compartments, mud flaps, all that stuff, and all that. And then right here you can see we have the main tank located right up in this area. Over here on the other side, we have a long hose here that could be basically attached to the rear there. If they need to have just a longer distance extend. We have various compartments and all that stuff on this side. Of course, the wheels, all the little marking symbols, stuff like that. Hazard lights on the back here. Little ladder system leads up on the top here, so they can easily refuel the main tank on top there. So yeah, overall, really cool looking vehicle or truck. Definitely looks really beefy, and I think is a super awesome build. So hopefully you guys all do enjoy it, and are able to have fun on your worlds and all that stuff. Again, big thanks to Patreon supporter ZPro Warfare for making this tutorial possible. And with that, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, going ahead and move it into our first layer. Be going ahead and beginning with layer number 1. For layer 1 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a nether brick upside down stair like this, followed by a second upside down stair coming off of it directly behind that stair. Going ahead and coming off this nether brick stair toward the front, we're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor, obviously toward the front direction like that. We then want to go ahead and go to the nether brick stair back from the front there. This section right here, we're going to place down a stone top slab like that. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a iron trapdoor, and we're going to place down an iron trapdoor coming off the stone top slab, followed by a second top slab at the side here, nether brick upside down stair coming off the back of that stair, and a birchwood trapdoor going forward like that. We also want to place down 2 skeleton skulls coming off those 2 stone top slabs, and that right there will do it for that axle in the front there. Once that's done, we're going to go and skip 2 spaces, or skip a space and place down a second wheel design right here, and we're going to go and do the same thing over here. So just like that. And in between the stair furthest back from the front, we're going to go and place down a stone top slab on both sides and an iron trapdoor in the middle, so just like we did in the front. Once that's done, we can go ahead and skip a space of blocks. So for this, I'm just going to go ahead and count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 spaces back, and then we're going to go ahead and place down another brick upside down stair, followed by a stair coming off the back of it. And we're going to go ahead and go to this front stair here, place down a stone top slab coming off of it, iron trapdoor, stone top slab, and then we're going to place down our another brick upside down stairs here on the other side like that for that axle. We then want to skip a space, and we're going to go and place down a second wheel right here, and same thing over here, just like that. After that's done, we're going to place down a stone top slab here on both sides, iron trapdoor right there in the middle. With that done, we can go and delete any blocks that we placed that we don't need. So, for example, right there. And lastly, here on the back, we're going to place down 2 skeleton skulls coming off these 2 stone top slabs, just like that. Once that's all finished there, that is going to wrap up the back there, and that right there will wrap up layer number 1 for the build. With that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 nether brick stairs back to back on top of these 2 nether brick upside down stairs, and this is just going to go ahead and go to each one of these wheels until we have a total of 8 of these wheels complete. And that's just going to go all the way around here, just like that. And we have all 8 wheels complete, just like that. With that finished, we're going to go ahead and now go to the axles. We're going to place down an anvil here in the middle, followed by a stone brick wall to both sides, and we're going to go and do this for each one of the axles. So anvil, stone brick wall to both sides, anvil, stone brick wall to both sides, and anvil with a stone brick wall to both sides like that. Now once that's finished there, we're going to go ahead and start with the front and work our way toward the back here. So first thing to do here in the front is we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some smooth sandstone slabs. We're going to place down a row of 3 across the front there. We then want to place down a birchwood top slab coming off both sides like that, and in the middle space we're going to go ahead and place down another brick top slab just like that. With that done, we're going to then place down a birchwood fence gate to both sides of this birchwood top slab, and we then want to go ahead and place down a birchwood fence gate coming off these 2 birchwood top slabs like that toward the front there, and we're going to go ahead and make sure that they stay closed like that. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and go back from this stone brick wall right here. We're going to go ahead and place down a birchwood fence gate here on both sides, and we then want to place down a sandstone top slab in between them. Once that's done, we're going to go and take our sandstone top slab. We're going to place down one right here in the middle, and we're going to go ahead and then place down a birchwood fence gate, again going back there on both sides like that. Once that's finished, coming back to this section here, we're going to go back from these stone brick walls. We're going to place down a stone brick wall back like that on both sides, and we want to go and then follow that up by placing down a second stone brick wall back like that. Now over here on the left side of the build, we do have something different compared to, or sorry, the right side of the build compared to the left side, so it's going to be a little bit different here on both sides, so we're going to go and cover those as we go through them. Anyways, to begin with, we're going to go ahead and go to the second stone brick wall here. We're going to place down a stone brick stair coming off of it, followed by a birchwood sign coming off of it like so. Over here on the other side, however, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a stripped birchwood log, just like this, with a tripwire hook coming off the side of it. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some end stone brick stairs and also some birchwood stairs. We're going to place down a end stone upside down stair like this, followed by 2 birchwood stairs back, and another end stone upside down stair like that. All on the inside here, we're going to be placing down stone brick walls that go back like that on the side here. Over here on the right side, we're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, and 3 more stone brick walls back. We're going to go ahead and place down a second stone brick stair like this with a birchwood sign on the side of it. And we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves our stripped birchwood logs, and we're going to go ahead and place down 2 stripped birchwood logs along the side here, followed by a tripwire hook on the side of these 2 blocks. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a black banner, and coming off this end stone brick stair, we're going to place down a black banner, and same thing with this stripped log block over here. Now for the inside, in this space here, we're going to go ahead and place down a smooth sandstone top slab, a stone brick wall, smooth sandstone top slab, stone brick wall, and then we're going to go ahead and place down 1 and 2 sandstone top slabs back, and then right here, this stone brick wall, we're going to go ahead and place down 1 more and connect it up to that space right there. Once that's finished there, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves some what are going to be cobblestone walls, And we're actually going to swap this up here a little bit. We're going to place down cobblestone walls here where the next to these anvils instead will give us a little bit more of a distinguished look for the shocks there. So that's going to be going there on all these spaces like so. So just going to make that slight adjustment there. Once that's done, we're going to go and take our sandstone top slabs. We're going to place down 2 in between these anvils here. And then we want to go and take our stone brick walls and place down 1 and 2 across in between them to connect them up like so. And actually this stone brick wall here, we're actually going to swap out for a sandstone full block like that. And then on the side of this sandstone full block, we're going to place down a stone button like that on both sides. Once that's done, going ahead and continuing on toward the rear here, we want to go ahead and place down a a smooth sandstone block here in the middle. And we're going to go ahead and then grab ourselves sandstone walls and place down 1 and 2, sandstone walls to the side, 1 and 2, going back, and then in the middle space here, we're going to go ahead and place down a sandstone wall like that. Then cut off this middle sandstone wall, we're going to place down one more that goes back like that, and we then can go ahead and grab ourselves some smooth sandstone top slabs and place down top slabs like that on both sides. And then coming off the sandstone wall, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull like that. Then coming off these nether brick stairs here to both sides, we're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor, and then we're going to go and place down a black banner coming off of it like this for the mud flaps here for the rear wheels. With that done, on the back here, over here on the left side, we're going to place down a birchwood fence gate coming off that black banner, opened up toward it, and then coming off the birchwood fence gate, we're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor and have it closed like so. Over here on the other side, however, we're going to go ahead and go into our inventory, grab ourselves a item frame, and we'll also need a red stained glass block for this. Going ahead and go into this banner, we're going to place down an item frame over the banner, red stained glass block in the item frame, and a birchwood sign like that coming off the banner as well, so you get a nice look there for your tail light. And once that's all done there, that is going to wrap it up for the structure of this. Also, these birchwood fence gates here, we're actually going to swap these two out here for stone brick walls. Anyways, once that's all finished there, you have the chassis here set up for that build. We're going to go and move into another part of this layer, which is going to be going ahead and doing the banner wheels if you guys want to add them. So with that, let's go and dive into the banner wheels. Alright guys, to make these banner wheels, it's pretty straightforward. We're just going to go ahead and place down a loom right here, and then we're going to go into the loom, place down a black banner. We're going to place down a gray dye piece in it. We're going to go ahead and select the banner to the left here, so we have a line here on the left side. We're going to go ahead and grab that banner, put it back in our hotbar. We're going to place down the second banner in the loom, and then we're going to go and select the right side gray line like that. Once that's done, we're going to go and take the left side banner, put it back in here. We're going to go and take our die. We're going to go and select the bottom left square like so, and also the top left square. So you go ahead and have a wheel design that looks like that. We're going to do the same thing for the right wheel, this time selecting the bottom right, and then the top right. And just like this, we'll get our wheel design. So we have something that looks just like this with these two banners, and we just want to go and go to our wheels here, and we're going to place them down in our on our wheels just like this, so all the way around. And it kind of creates a more beefier look for the wheel, especially a vehicle of this size. Definitely the kind of standard small wheels like this don't really fit a big truck like this. So anyways, that right there is going to wrap up those banners. Really straightforward design and all that. And once you guys have that done, that is it for layer number 2. With that, let's move on to layer number 3. Alright guys, going ahead and move on to our next layer. Be going ahead and move on to our layer number 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go and take our smooth birchwood stairs. We're going to place down a birchwood upside down stair here, followed by one to either side, so you have a row of 3 there. We're then going to place down a sandstone upside down stair to both ends of that row of 3. After that's done, we're going to place down a stripped birchwood log behind those sandstone upside down stairs, and then we can just fill in the space in between here with some black concrete going across. For our next row here, we're going to place down a row 3 of black concrete across, followed by a sandstone upside down stair to both sides, and also on the side of this stripped birchwood log, we're going to place down a tripwire hook on both sides. After that, we're going to place down a second row 3 of black concrete, followed by a third row, and then a fourth row going across like this. On the side of these rows, we're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 sandstone top slabs like that along the side. After that, we're going to place down a sandstone stair, again on both sides, and then a row of 3 with smooth sandstone blocks across the middle there like that. Once that's done, we want to go ahead and then take our sandstone walls, and we're going to go and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 sandstone walls back, followed by a smooth sandstone full block, And we're going to go ahead and go over here and we're going to do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a smooth sandstone full block with a lever that's going to be on the side of it. So just like this to both sides, and make sure the lever is facing upwards like so. Once that's finished, over here on the right side, to go ahead and do the detailing, we're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor like this. We then want to place down 2 stripped birchwood logs across like so, and we're going to place down 2 tripwire hooks on the side of those logs. Last thing to do is we're going to go ahead and go on top of this banner, place down a birchwood trapdoor, and then we're going to go ahead and have it opened up like so. Once that's done, we're going to go over here to this side, and for this side, we're just going to go ahead and place down a birchwood slab that is going to go ahead and go on top of this stripped sandstone log. We then want to place down a end stone stair on top of this stair and also on top of this one. When you get to this section right here, on top of this birchwood stair, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a stripped birchwood log. We're going to place it down on the side here, and we then want to go ahead and place down a birchwood stair right next to it. Now coming off the stripped birchwood log, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves a dark oak wood button, and we're going to place it down the side there, and that would be basically where they can refuel the vehicle itself. In the middle space here, you can go ahead and just take sandstone, and you can just go and fill the middle space up. It won't be seen from the outside, so we don't have to really detail it too much. So we'll just go ahead and fill this in solid with blocks. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and then place down another 2 smooth sandstone blocks going down the middle here, followed by sandstone walls here to both sides. We then want to go ahead and place down a birchwood trapdoor, come off this sandstone wall here, over here on the right side, and the left side we're going to go ahead and just leave it open. When that's done there, we're going to go ahead and place down a sandstone, or row 3 of sandstone full blocks going across, followed by a sandstone top slab to both ends. And then we want to go ahead and place down a row of 5 now of smooth sandstone full blocks across. Once we get to this point back here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves birchwood. We're actually going to go ahead and place down birchwood logs that go across here, like that, so a nice row of 3. And we then want to go ahead and place down a smooth sandstone block to both ends like that. Once that's done there, for detailing here on the back, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a tripwire hook, place it down coming off of the birchwood log there in the middle, and then we're going to place down a stone bun over here to the left side. Over to the right side, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a item frame, some birchwood signs, and we're going to need a red concrete block. We're going to place down an item frame, a red concrete block in the item frame, and we're going to go and turn it so it's kind of like a diamond shape. And then we want to go ahead and then place down a birchwood sign over it like that, so you get a nice little look there on the side. And then going over here to the sides of the build, we're going to go ahead and place down an item frame on the corner here, turn the put a red concrete block in it, turn it to a diamond shape, put a birchwood sign over it, and then for the next block forward, item frame, a black concrete block in that item frame, and then a birchwood sign over it like that. And same thing over here on this side as well. So just like that. After that's all done, we then want to go ahead and place down a birchwood fence gate here, coming off this block, and then we're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor coming off of it like that for the ladder here. And we do have one thing we're going to add also is a skeleton skull on the left side here of this birchwood fence gate. With that all complete, that is going to wrap up layer number 3. Here's what it looks like from up above so far. As you can see, nice shaping and detailing going on so far, and we're starting to get some of the structure going, so it's looking pretty good. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for this layer. Let's go ahead and move on to layer number 4. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a stripped birchwood block, and we're going to go ahead and place down a stripped birchwood block here on these sandstone stairs to both sides. In the space in between, we're going to go take some black concrete, just fill in a row of 3 across the front there like so. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some sandstone stairs. We're going to place down a row of 5 of smooth sandstone stairs across like so. And we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some item frames. We're going to place down an item frame on the sandstone stair here to both sides, and in those item frames we're going to go ahead and place down a snowball. Then we're going to place down another item frame going toward the middle here, and in those we're going to go ahead and place down an orange bed with the pillow facing toward the snowballs on both sides, and then we're also going to place down a ladder on the front of the stair there, so you have basically your hazards there for the front. With that done, we're going to go ahead and go to the side here. We're going to place down a birchwood fence gate coming off the side of these sandstone stairs, And we then want to go ahead and place down a stone button coming off the stripped birchwood log. After that, we're going to place down a second birchwood strip log that goes back like that. After that, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of black concrete across the middle to fill that void in. And then we want to place down a row of 5 of smooth sandstone across. Now with that done, on both sides of that row of 5, we're going to place down a lever facing upwards like so. Over here on the right side, we're going to go ahead and take some smooth sandstone stairs. We're going to place down 1 and 2 upside down smooth sandstone stairs. And over here on the left side, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. So 1 and 2, just like that across. In the middle, in this empty space in the middle here, we can just go ahead and fill that in with 2 rows of 3 of smooth sandstone. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a bamboo scaffolding block, and we're going to go ahead and place down a scaffolding block over here on the right side. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a birchwood fence gate, and it does not appear I can grab that out there, so we'll grab one right here. We're going to place down a birchwood fence gate, and we're going to go ahead and have it facing toward the outside like this, and then we're going to place down 2 smooth sandstone blocks over, and then we just want to grab ourselves a grindstone and place down a grindstone here on the side like so. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and place down a lever, or sorry, not a lever, a end rod next to the scaffolding block right here, and then we then want to place down a smooth sandstone top side coming off the side of that end rod. We're going to place down a smooth sandstone block, followed by a second smooth sandstone block over, and then we're going to go and grab ourselves some stripped birchwood, place down a stripped birchwood log on the side here, and a tripwire hook on the side, like so. So here's what it should look like from above so far for this layer. With that done, going ahead and continuing on, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves birchwood stairs. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or actually, sorry, this is supposed to go out one more, so it's going to come off the end rod here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 birchwood ups and down stairs going back along the side here. It's going to be the same thing over here on this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 going back along the side there like that. Now right there will be the fuel tank, which we have set up. Also, one thing I want to throw in real quick, over here on the other side, I forgot to add that we do want to place down a birchwood trapdoor right here on the side of the stair. So go ahead and make sure that that's added on as well. It's a small little detail bit that I missed from the previous layer. Anyways, once that's done, we can go ahead and grab ourselves some birchwood planks, and we can go and just fill in the space here in between the birchwood stairs with birchwood planks. So you're going to have basically all the space filled in between the birchwood stairs. And we'll just go and fill this in. And we have that filled in the fuel tank like that set up. Now, once that's all done there, we're going to go ahead and go to this section. And we're going to grab this birchwood trapdoor, and we're just going to go and bring it out one. So we're going to go and extend it out one, and over here, there should be a birchwood trapdoor out one, or not actually over here. So we're just going to leave that as it is. So on the right side here, like so, and this birchwood trapdoor also, we're going to bring out by 1 like that. Now, once that's done, on the side here, we're going to go and grab ourselves nether brick walls, and starting from the first birchwood trapdoor and going back to the last one back here, we're going to go and take some nether brick walls and run it along the side there. And we also want to place down a wither skeleton skull on both ends, again for that hose here mounted on the side of the vehicle. With that done, when we get to this point here, we're going to take our smooth sandstone, we're going to place down a row of 5 across. We then want to place down a second row of 5 across, followed by a third row of 5 going all the way across. Then we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some stripped birchwood, and we're going to place down a row of 3 across like this, followed by a sandstone stair on both sides like so. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some stone buttons, and we're going to be placing down stone buttons on the corners here of those 2 blocks like that. And then over here on the left side, we're going to go ahead and continue work on our ladder. So for this, we're just going to place down a birchwood fence gate on top of this one. We're going to go ahead and place down a end rod going up on top of this skeleton skull, and we also want to place down a skeleton skull on the side of this smooth sandstone block. And once you have that all complete there, that is going to pretty much finish off layer number 4. And with that, here's what it looks like from up above. And with that, we can go and move into our next layer, layer number 5. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we'll be going ahead and moving into layer number 5. So for layer 5 to go and get started with here, we're going to go ahead and place down a birchwood fence post on top of this sandstone upside down stair, and then to both sides we're going to place down 2 light gray stained glass panes. Once that's done, coming off this light gray stained glass pane to the side, we're going to place down an end rod, followed by a sandstone wall, and same thing over here, end rod, and a sandstone wall like that out to the side. Now coming off the sandstone wall, we're going to place down an item frame facing toward the back of the vehicle, and then a glass block in it like that to make the side mirrors of the vehicle. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves light gray stained glass blocks. We're going to place down 2 rows of 5 of light gray stained glass blocks over here in this section to create the windows there for the cab. After that, we're going to place down a row of 5 of sandstone full blocks, going all the way across here. And we then want to place down an end rod on top of these levers. With that done, we're going to go ahead and place down another set of 5 of smooth sandstone blocks going across, followed by a 3rd row going all the way across as well. Once that's finished there, we're going to go ahead and focus our attention now to the right side. We're going to place down a birch strip log with the bottom of the block sticking out to the side like that. And we then want to place down a stone button here on the side of the block. Behind this, we're just going to go ahead and take some smooth sandstone and place down a row of 3 across over to the air side. And we're going to go ahead and then grab ourselves a birchwood fence gate and place down a birchwood fence gate over this grindstone and face it toward the back. We're also going to swap out this smooth sandstone block here for a sandstone wall, so it should be 2 smooth sandstone blocks here from the birchwood log there. With that done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a skeleton skull on top of this end rod. So it's going to be on top of it just like that. And we then want to go ahead and take our stripped birchwood log, and we're going to place down a stripped birchwood log next to this skeleton skull, followed by 1 sandstone block over, and then we're going to place down a second one, and then a sandstone wall on top of this birchwood, stripped birchwood log. With that done, we're going to go ahead and now focus our attention to the tank. So we're going to go ahead and place down 2 birchwood stairs along the side here. We're then going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 air brick stairs, followed by 2 birchwood stairs. After that, we're going to go ahead and go to the air side here, place down 2 birchwood stairs, row 5 of air brick stairs, and then again 2 birchwood stairs. And the space in the middle here, we can go ahead and just take birchwood planks and fill the space in to go ahead and close this whole area off. And once you have that done, we're going to go ahead and also go to the right side here, and we're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor on top of these air brick walls there on both sides. And the left side we're just going to leave as is. Once that's done, we're going to go and take our smooth sandstone blocks our smooth sandstone stairs, and we're going to place down a smooth sandstone stair here to both sides. And then we want to go and then just take our smooth sandstone blocks and place down a row of 3 across in between those stairs. After that, we're going to place down a sandstone slab here to both sides, and then we want to take our birchwood planks. We're going to place down a row of 3, followed by a row of 3 birchwood stairs. Come off those birchwood planks in the corners here. We're going to go and place down a skeleton skull. So we're going to turn it at about a 45-degree angle on those smooth sandstone blocks there. And then we just want to go ahead and take our sandstone slabs, place down a row of 3 across the back there like so. Once that's done, we're going to place down item frames on these sandstone slabs, and we're going to then place down signs on the sandstone slabs as well to go ahead and kind of cover up the item frames a little bit. Now in the item frames themselves, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves an orange wool block and also an orange bed. We're going to place down an orange bed here on both sides, rotated in like so, and then a orange wool block there in the middle there, again for like these kind of basically safety lights or hazard lights, whatever you like to call them. After that's done, on top of these end rods here, we're just going to place down one more end rod that goes up here on both sides for the railing there for this ladder that goes up the vehicle like so. And anyways, that right there is going to complete this layer. One last thing we're going to cover real quick is how to make these banners here on the loom. So we'll go ahead and kind of dive into how to do that and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so going ahead and move it into making these banners to make the vents on the side of the truck. They're real simple. We're just going to go ahead and place down a loom. Go into a loom, we're going to place down a black banner in there, and then a gray dye piece in here. We're going to go and select the banner here that has these kind of lines drawn in it, and we get this banner type design here. You can also try to do it in yellow to try to match the vehicle a little bit better. Something you can obviously try here. Yellow kind of stands out a little bit too much in my opinion, so I like to go and use the gray there, which I think looks a little better and kind of goes with the build. But obviously it's completely up to you guys on what you guys want to do there. But I just want to again give you guys a few options for what you guys can do on the side there for the vents. So pretty straightforward stuff there for that, and that right there will complete layer number 5. Let's move into we'll go and move into our last final layers. So we have layers 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to go ahead and basically put all the top details on, finish that off, and finish the build. So with that, let's go and move into our last final details. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our last final layers, we have layers 6 through 10. So for these layers to start off with, we're going to go ahead and go to the top of these end rods. We're going to go and place down a birchwood trapdoor on top of those end rods, just like that. After that's done, we're going to go and take our sandstone slabs, and we're going to go and place down a row of 5 going across here of sandstone slabs, followed by item frames on both sides here. And we're going to go ahead and then place down some orange beds in the item frames like this, followed by birchwood signs over the slab, just like that, or over the slabs like that, to go and create the hazard lights. After that's done, we want to go ahead and then grab ourselves a skeleton skull, and we're going to place down a skeleton skull. Actually, remember, we're going to hold off on that for a sec here. We're going to go and take our our sandstone slabs. We're going to place down a row of 5 across. Then when we get to this point here, we want to go and grab ourselves a nether brick wall. We're going to place down a nether brick wall to the right or left side there, and then 4 sandstone slabs to the right side, and then a skeleton skull coming off the sandstone slab and nether brick wall there on both sides. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves daylight detectors. We're going to place down a daylight detector on both sides here, and a row of 3 of sandstone slabs across in between them. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves some iron bars, and going up from this nether brick wall here, we're going to place down a total of 4 iron bars going up like that for the radio antenna on the truck. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and place down a daylight sensor going back on both sides again. However, over here on the right side, we're going to place down 2 black concrete blocks like this, followed by another 2 going back from it. And on top of it, we're going to just place down rails around in a circle like that for the spare tire. That would be mounted on top of the roof of the vehicle. On top of this birchwood stripped log, we're going to place down a birchwood trapdoor. And over here on the other side, we're going to go and just place down a sandstone slab next to this daylight detector. Once that's done, going ahead and move into this section here, we want to go and take our sandstone slabs. We're going to place down a row of 3 across the middle there, followed by a sandstone upside down stair coming off both ends of this row of 3, like so. So just like that. And then on top here, we're going to go and take our nether brick slabs. We're going to place down a nether brick slab there on both sides, and in the space in between these slabs, we're going to go and place down a row of 3 of birchwood trapdoors. And again, this is kind of this optional light bar that you can have up on top here, which some of the variants do have. Coming off the nether brick slabs, we're going to place down a item frame, and in the item frame, we're going to place down white beds, like so. And we're then going to just grab ourselves a dark oak wood sign and place down a dark oak wood sign coming off this nether brick slab, just like that. With that done, moving to our tank here, we're going to take our birchwood slabs. We're going to place down a row of 3 across the middle here, followed by a second row, a third row, a fourth row, and a 5th row across. We're then going to place down a birchwood slab here in the middle, followed by a birchwood stair on both sides like so. And then going back from these birchwood stairs, we're going to place down one more stair like this. So this stair right here turns into a corner stair. We're going to place down a sandstone wall here on the front. We're going to go ahead and place down another set of 2 birchwood stairs going back, followed by a stripped birchwood log here in the middle, and on top of it a stone button. Once that's done, we're going to place down a birch corner stair coming off these 2 birchwood stairs, birch slab there in the middle, and then we want to go ahead and place down a sandstone slab going back from that birchwood slab. To both sides here, we're going to go ahead and place down a birchwood trapdoor, and then we want to place down a stone button here in the middle like that. Last thing for us to do is to go ahead and do the railing here for the ladder. So real simply, we're going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull on top of this end rod, and make sure it's at a nice 90-degree angle, so it's sometimes a little tricky to get it perfect on there. There we go. And then we want to place down 2 end rods going forward, so 1, 2. We're going to go and then go toward the inside here, and then place down 1 and 2 end rods like that until it gets to that point there, and then we're just going to place down a skeleton skull like that, coming off this corner stair, like so, to connect that rail up, or theoretically connect the rail up to this vehicle. Anyways, that right there is going to complete layers 6 through 10, and with that, we'll complete my design for the Oshkosh M978A4 tanker truck. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this design and are able to put it to good use. Again, a big special thanks to a Patreon supporter, ZPro Warfare, for making this tutorial possible. And as always, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is down in the description. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for this tutorial. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Gary204, and I'll see you guys next time.